Hi, I'm going to continue to explore PC optimization tune-up category. The app number 3 after Advanced System Care and WiseCare 365 is System Mechanic by the American company Iolo. Our goal is to find out how it performs. Product introduction. The prime goal of such software as System Mechanic is to declutter and speed up computers on Windows operating systems. Ultimate Defense is the flagship product by Iolo. It is bundled with multiple other utilities, for instance, Search and Recover, Data Recovery, Malware Killer, Anti-Malware, System Shield, Antivirus, Privacy Guardian, Online Security, and more. Although creating 3 different desktop icons is unnecessary in my view. The version I'm currently reviewing is 22.3.1.124. It is available in 10 languages. It costs $64 per 1-year subscription, including 24/7 technical support, but only for 1 month. Afterwards, you have to pay $20 monthly extra if you need it. PC performance metrics before SM. Although, because this suite is aimed at improving PC performance, I have to measure it in some way to be able to see the difference. Improvements the vendor is promising are significant. This is from their website. 89% faster startup, 39% faster downloads, 89% better CPU speed. And they also have the article describing tests and methodology behind those figures. I'll leave a link in the description. Their tests and approach seem credible, so I'm going to measure roughly the same way. The 6 key aspects to track are PC boot time, internet download speed, CPU speed, RAM speed, GPU, and drives, HDDs and SSDs. One more thing to mention before measurement is hardware. I'm using Windows 7 Ultimate PC with the following characteristics: Intel Core i5-3470 CPU with 3.20 GHz, 8 GB of RAM, Intel HD graphic card with 60 Hz refresh rate, and 112 GB storage. So for the first metric, boot time, we go to Windows Event Viewer, Applications and Service Log, Microsoft, Windows, Diagnostics, Performance, Operational Event ID 100, Event Properties. The last log recorded 20 seconds boot duration. Second, internet speed, especially download speed. Let's use 2 services, Ookla Speed Test and Speed of Me. 92 megabits per second by Ookla and 82 megabits by Speed of Me. But also, let me test the real way. I have several files, video, music, zips, about 1 GB total in size on the file sharing service called Fax, so I am downloading it right now and see that it takes 2 minutes and 50 seconds to complete. Okay, for the test of the metrics, CPU, RAM, GPU and drives, Iolo guys used this free tool NovaBench. I checked it. It is legit and it is quite handy, so let me see. Run the CPU test, it shows the processor model and the CPU score 483. The score is an impression of your PC performance relative to other computers scored by NovaBench. The higher the score, the better. So 483 is probably quite okay, but below average, which is 684. GPU test, by the way, launches a sample of video game graphics and then gives out the 99 score, 336 average with 3 frames per second FPS rate. RAM score is 150 with 4062 megabytes per second speed. Finally, this score is 55, 105 average with read speed 319 megabytes per second. There's also the run all test option, which sums up all those subscores. My total PC score by NovaBench was 829, and as I submit it anonymously, it says this is overall the 38th rank. Although I will repeat all these measurements in exactly the same way after I apply all the appropriate actions in System Mechanic. We'll get back to it in the end. One thing I noticed right away is the significant increase in boot time. It is much longer with System Mechanic installed. Now let's proceed to the program, dashboard and toolbox. So the first tab, the self titled System Mechanic. It contains the main dashboard with scan and repair option, toolbox, active care, live boost and security sections. My system status is poor. Something tells me it is going to be good or excellent after I apply recommended changes. The first section is toolbox and it contains more subsections: clean, speed up, protect, recover, manage. Clean menu is to remove junk files, registry issues, browsing data, etc. You can perform it all in one click, all in one PC cleanup, or go section by section. Next is Windows cleanup for things like temp files, recent documents, broken shortcuts, memory dump files, etc. However, you should be careful with this as it could affect your OS if you delete everything in a blink of an eye. I take the same precaution. I review what is detected: temp files 452 megabytes, log files 2 megabytes, memory dump files 51 megabytes, recycle bin 332 megabytes, and as I am fine with it, I select clean all. The next menu in Toolbox is speed up. These are tools to help maximize internet memory and processor performance. Next is Net Booster, an important tool as we want to improve internet and download speed. Set as one of the key metrics at the beginning, remember? Here there's no scan, just optimize right away and no parameters to select, deselect. Next, disk defragmenter. I have only one partition, C drive, so I scan, it is quite long. Okay, some results presented visually as a pie chart. Then I move on to the program accelerator and get such results: 1112 files misaligned. Now I let System Mechanic to solve it. Well, that's take a while, but I'll wait. Finally, it is complete. 14 gigabytes were realigned and 8.5 gigabytes were defragmented. Oh, that's why it took so long. Does it have an effect on PC performance? We'll see. Now, Startup Optimizer. This is interesting due to another performance metric: PC boot time. So what do we have here? As anticipated, programs that are launched automatically on every startup. System Mechanic does not display all programs, only the ones it deems potentially unwanted, unnecessary or dangerous. Moving on to the third submenu, Protect. Scan for deceptive programs with two options: uninstall, keep. It works. The crucial tool here is System Shield, which is in fact the antivirus. Let me run it. And here a big catch or trick or fuck up, whatever you call it, was awaiting for me, though I wasn't waiting. This was a full system scan and it took 1 hour and 15 minutes. Holy hell, if I only knew, I could have gone on extensive coffee break outside. Well, the 112 gigabyte hard drive and over 770,000 objects to scan. No wonder it took so long. However, in my experience with other antivirus software including BullGuard, AVG, Malwarebytes, Intego, Avast, Restoro and Notion, none of them had such long scans. So let's check the results. It should be worth such a wait. 28 infections were detected and neutralized, some marked as Trojans, viruses, or just potentially risky applications. Neutralize means automatically placed in quarantine. And there we have two options: delete permanently or restore. The latter especially is thankfully in place too, as I didn't expect my torrent client app and its files to end up there as viruses. So, a vital user tip for those who are going to use System Mechanic Antivirus for the first time. Firstly, choose Scan File or Folder option instead of Scan All to save time. Secondly, go to System Shield settings to set exclusions. And thirdly, review antivirus results to avoid any further surprises with installed software. Now, System Mechanic offers me one more action to take for full protection. Enable real-time mode so the antivirus will be running all the time. Okay, but I'm going to pass for now. Privacy Guardian. That was one of 7 products within SM Ultimate Defense Suite as advertised by IO. Next up is Privacy Guardian, designed to protect your sensitive data and browsing habits. At the first launch, the program gives you a brief tour to possibilities. This is good. It walks you through what's in the bag: digital fingerprint protection, browsing trace cleaning, how to configure all the elements, how to browse anonymously, and so on. Let's explore. The whole idea and the motto of this section is expressed in 3 notions: browse securely, search privately, and protect your identity. So I open the main page and see 2 work areas: dashboard showing my privacy rate, 22, critical, with the button to fix it and key options below. Critical, 22 points, rate, items, issues, not clear to me to be honest. Click this link, view privacy results, but this history of removed items. Okay, the score will probably change when I perform some actions. Let me see these 3 options below. Hide website logging. This is to prevent web browsers from collecting users' online activities. Let's enable it for Internet Explorer, go back to the dashboard, and yes, the score is improved to fair. The second option is clearing out cookies. You can enable automatic clearing for installed browsers or clean existing cookies. Add websites to whitelist. Let me try one. Done. And that's the third option on the dashboard. Whitelist entries. Okay. What else is in? Digital fingerprint protection prevents online tracking, profiling, and/or data mining. Privacy Shield allows you to turn off various Windows services to collect user information. Calendar, call history, contacts, email, Wi-Fi, etc. Active Care. Here you see the automatic removal of cookies that are often used to show you targeted ads. Private Search is actually a separate safe search engine called OneSearch. Let's see. Oh, OneSearch is not available in your location. I have to enable my VPN to access it. Now it works and it says it encrypts my search activity. It looks totally like Google. The last menu is History. It stores all the deleted privacy items and I can remove it all too. Now let me go back to the dashboard and see my score. Fair. What if I clear all the collected cookies? Aha, now it's good. 80 points. I guess 100 would be the highest, but I'm fine with 80 as well. ByePass. The next piece is ByePass, the password security software product by IO, claimed to protect users' online passwords and credit cards, generate secure passwords, and so on. So basically an advanced password manager. It is available on iOS, Android, and Windows. So I navigated to my ultimate defense and see that it is in fact a browser extension I have to add. But before that, I also have to activate this service by entering my email and my valid activation key. Now review and add to Chrome. Then I also have to create a user account. Okay, I have a test one, but does it have to be complicated? It's just a browser extension. Welcome to ByePass. Finally, to start, I have to add an account. Oh, it means the websites I'm visiting and logging in frequently, the ones I would like to remember and secure. So it offers me the most popular one just for convenience: Facebook, Twitter, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, LinkedIn, eBay, PayPal, or add any other. Enter user login and password, so you would actually entrust your password to ByePass. I don't feel that safe yet. Let me look around first. I can check my password strength here, or generate it. I see that my test password is unsafe and has been exposed 823 times. But what does it mean, exposed? Exposed by me, by using it that many times, or exposed in a sense it was visible as I was typing it? Question mark. Let me try another one, longer and a totally random one. Password secure. This raises more questions. Is it secure just because it is longer or because it was never used before? If it is the latter, how does the app know it? Login Guardian. It stores all logged in accounts with the option to secure each one or all at once, but I have no access to it, although I've entered my activation key. Strange. Same with the security report. Let me see if anything has changed or updated in Ultimate Defense desktop application. Nope. Well, what can I say? I don't like this ByePass at all. Malware Killer. Okay, another part of this Ultimate Defense suite, Malware Killer. In the first and prime toolkit, we had System Shield in the Protect tab, the antivirus. This is the addition to it, I suppose, specifically designed to detect and neutralize malware. Not much difference, but let's see. Aha, it's on demand only, meaning that it does not monitor constantly in real time. I can use it to scan and detect. The good news is that there are various scanning options: file, folder, system files, and all drives. Let me check any random folder. 99 objects scanned, no infections. Now some file. Let it be in RAR archive. Checked quickly, no infections found. Well, I'd like to see whether it is effective against some real malware, so I'm going to use test files by icar.org, the European Institute for Computer Antivirus Research. I'm selecting the txt file, virus detected. The COM file, same. Now the whole folder with 4 test files, all 4 infections detected. Good. Further options available to users are to quarantine, delete, exclude. Now let's check system files. 945 objects scanned in about 45 seconds. Nothing found. A few extra data to view are history, quarantine and exclusions. Nothing fancy. Now the final type of scanning is all drives, and I assume it will be long as antivirus was previously. Starting at 10:41 AM, completed at 11:49 AM. 33 infections detected, including 2 Trojans, 3 viruses, 1 risk file. Other files are falsely flagged applications. 3 facts as a brief summary. Simple and effective anti-malware tool. It won't catch and prevent infections from entering your PC, but you can scan files and folders. It costs $25 as a one-time purchase if you buy it separately. Antivirus. This is in fact System Shield antivirus we've gone through in the first chapter. I did the lengthy full system scan as you recall. What else is here? Virus definitions are up to date, full scan, done, automatics, updates enabled, real-time protection off. Oh, I can scan specific files and folders, let me see. Yeah, this way it is quick obviously. Let me turn on real-time mode and maybe go back to test virus files and try to download them and see the reaction. But Windows Defender catches it first. Well, I'll leave the antivirus active mode on and report if I see anything. Final note, if you'd like to buy System Shield separately, it costs $40. Search and recover. Moving up to the next section of Ultimate Defense, this search and recover tool that falls into data recovery, file recovery software, as it is intended to be able to restore accidentally deleted files. That may be useful for sure, as it happens to each of us from time to time. The documents, music, photos, emails or videos are lost, say from a USB stick or a hard drive. The main option here is the search button, so I have to select the search location and destination for recovery. It says I can search a specific folder or a whole drive, but this does not appear to be correct, as I can only select the whole drive here. Then if I select a folder on the named drive as the search drive, I get this cannot save alert that it because of the risk of overwriting files, which would lead to inability to restore them. Okay, I'm going to use an external USB flash drive to try it out. Scanning is fast and has found 18,560 files of over 4 GB total. With such a huge amount of files, it is good that I can sort the results by type, size, date and condition. I'm going to try several files of different types. 1 application, exe, 6 images, JPEG, PNG, 3 audio files, MP3. Now recover and see. This lasts 3 minutes until complete. Okay, view recovered files. I see those 10 files on my USB stick. But are they really restored? None of the images open, the installation file does not work, none of the audio files work either. Wow. Let me also try the other way around, search for deleted files on my flash drive and try to recover to C drive. 7 files found, most of them videos, AV, MKV, so I'm going to select one of 236 megabytes. It lasts for about 1 minute and it works. Finally, some positive results. So a file recovery utility with 2 personal observations. This isn't very effective in actual file recovery. In spite of the claim that users can scan specific folders, I didn't see this option. Drive Scrubber. And the last utility, 7th out of 7, is Drive Scrubber, which gives out the hint straight from its title. It is designed to securely and permanently erase data in a way that nothing could be recovered afterwards. To check this feature, I'll use the same USB stick with 16 GB capacity with several files and folders on it. I get the warning and then another one. Yes, I confirm. The process starts, well, this probably will go on for a while, finally 100% after 45 minutes, but it continues to another round. Let's wait, I guess. Another 15 minutes go by and then it starts for the third pass. What the fuck? While I was waiting again, I check my flash drive, there's no access. But here my patience ends. I've spent 2 hours trying to wipe my USB with this drive scrubber and there was no end in sight. So who knows how many passes it does. After that I returned to the dashboard and now when I try to select the drive to erase, there's nothing. Literally nothing, no drive, just blank space. Awesome. Bottom line, it takes forever to wipe the drive and it does not work properly. PC performance metrics after SM. If you remember, we did a chapter on my PC status in the beginning, measuring several metrics in the before state. PC boot time, internet speed, CPU, RAM, GPU, drives. Now, after I conducted some optimization tasks with System Mechanic, let's check if my PC has improved or not. The first metric, boot time. The last log recorded previously was 20 seconds, but this time the log for event 100 here does not display my actual last boot performance. All logs are of 2020, strange, so I have to find another way to measure it. So I found this tool online called Boot Racer specifically for this kind of task. The result is 122 seconds. So the first metric fails spectacularly. Before 20 seconds, after 122 seconds. Second, internet speed. Let me run the same two services, Ookla speed test and speed of me. 93 megabytes and 103 megabytes respectively. A slight improvement. I also measured the time to download the 1 GB file from the file sharing service. 2 minutes 50 seconds. This time it is 1 or 2 seconds longer, so basically nothing has changed. Before, Ookla 92 megabytes per second, speed of me 82 megabytes per second, 1 GB file down, 2 minutes 50 seconds. After, Ookla 93 megabytes per second, speed of me 103 megabytes per second, 1 GB file download, 2 minutes 51 seconds. For the test of the metrics CPU, RAM, GPU and drives, I'm going back to NovaBench again. The CPU test shows the 493 score, 483 previously, some improvement. GPU score is still the same, 99 with 3 frames per second rate. RAM score is 151 compared to 151 previously, with 4298 megabytes speed compared to 4062 megabits previously. This score is 49, which is even worse than before, with read speed 339 megabits per second, 319 before, and write speed 105, 200 before. Finally, run all tests, sums it up to 791 score, 829 before. Before, CPU score 483, GPU score 99, RAM score 150, disk score 55, read speed 319 megabits per second, write speed 200, total score 829. After, CPU score 493, GPU score 99, RAM score 151, disk score 49, read speed 339 megabytes per second, write speed 105, total score 791. All still below average in the NovaBench database, and the overall score is even worse than before applying and running System Mechanic. I honestly wasn't expecting much improvement, at least something, but not the anti-improvement. But that's how it is. In conclusion, and here we are. This was data heavy and lengthy, but we have to be precise and unbiased. In regards to my own experience with it, which have witnessed, documented in this review, I can say that it left me somewhat perplexed. On one hand, it proved to be effective in finding and cleaning out junk files, browser cache, memory, dump files, etc. And other tools that go along with could be of use in certain situations, say you need an active mode antivirus or you need to recover accidentally deleted files. On the other hand, I had no tangible or visible results in PC performance improvement. Moreover, System Mechanic had negative and notable impact while running in the background, I'd say. This was also supported by 6 key metric tests done by before and after. Good or bad, yay or nay? I'm hesitant to say considering all the aforementioned facts. What do you think? Have you used it? Comment below and see you next time.